smart people anywhere of diverse. Okay, right now my title is about suffering. Yeah. Okay, are you still suffering, guys? Anyone? Okay, so the complete title is the paradox of suffering. Why we suffer more often in imagination than in reality. By the way, in intricate tapestry of human experience, suffering is an inevitable thread woven into the fabric of life. From the mundane frustrations of daily existence to the profound anguish of loss and adversity, each of us grapples with moments of pain and discomfort. So, yet, amidst the myriad trials and tribulations of life, there exists a paradoxical truth. We often suffer more in imagination than realities. Why? Because this paradox speaks to the remarkable power of human mind to amplify and distort our perceptions of pain and suffering. So in our minds, we have the capacity to conjure vivid scenarios, ruminate on past grievances, okay, and anticipate future hardship, all of which can magnify our sense of distress and discomfort. So, as the ancient Stoic philosopher Seneca astutely observed, we suffer more often in imagination than reality. Okay, so one need not look far to find examples of this phenomenon in everyday life. So please consider the experience of waiting for important news or waiting the outcome of significant events. And in the days leading up to the moment of truth, our minds can become consumed with worry, doubt, and anticipations as we imagine all possible outcomes, both positive and negative, right? So as the stakes rise, so too does our sense of apprehensions, leading to a heightened state of emotional distress. Similarly, in the moments of conflict or disagreement, our minds become battlegrounds of imagined scenarios and hypothetical confrontations. So we replay past experience, past conversations, imagine future confrontations, and anticipate worst case scenarios, all of which serve to exacerbate our sense of anger, resentment, or anxiety. So in these moments, it's not the external circumstance themselves that cause us to suffer, but rather than our interpretations and perception of those circumstances. Moreover, the proliferation of digital technology and social media has only served to amplify phenomenon of suffering in imaginations. And in today's hyper-connected world, we are bombarded with a constant stream of information, images, and narratives, much of which is designed to evoke emotional responses. So as we scroll through our social media feeds or consume news headlines, our minds can become ensnared in a cycle of comparisons, envy, and fear as we compare our lives to those of others and fret over perceived inadequacies or injustices. Okay, is so in the realm of mental health, the impact of suffering in imagination is particularly pronounced. Conditions such as Anxiety disorders, depression, and obsessive compulsive disorder are characterized by intrusive thoughts, rumination, and catastrophic thinking, all of which can intensify feelings of distress and despair. So, individuals afflicted by these conditions may find themselves trapped in a labyrinth of negative self-talk and self-doubt, unable to escape the grip of their own minds. However, while the phenomenon of suffering in imagination may appear pervasive, it is not insurmountable. Indeed, the very same cognitive processes, the very same cognitive processes that contribute to our sense of suffering can also be harnessed to cultivate resilience, mindfulness, and emotional well-being. And by cultivating self-awareness, challenging negative thoughts, patterns, and practicing mindfulness techniques, we can learn to navigate the labyrinth of the mind with greater ease and grace. So, one powerful antidote to suffering in imaginations is the practice of mindfulness, which involves cultivating present moment awareness and not judgmental acceptance of our thoughts and emotions. And through mindfulness meditation and other contemplative practices, we can learn to observe our thoughts without become entangled in them, thereby breaking free from the cycle of rumination and worry. Moreover, by cultivating a sense of gratitude, compassion, and connections with others, we can transcend the narrow confines of self-centered thinking and expand our capacity for empathy and understandings. Acts of kindness, generosity, and altruism not only benefits others but also nourish our sense of well-being, fostering a sense of interconnectedness and belonging in a world often characterized by division and discord. So, as conclusions, the paradox of suffering in imagination serves a poignant reminder of the profound influence of the mind on our subjective experience of reality. And while suffering may be an inevitable part of the human condition, it's often our interpretation and perceptions of events that determines the extent of our distress. By cultivating mindfulness, compassion, and resilience, we can learn to navigate life challenges with greater ease and grace, embracing the fullness of our human experience with open hearts and minds. So, smart people, good peoples, believers and viewers, I hope you practice or to remind the paradox of suffering, right? Why we suffer more often in imagination than reality. So you can take the wisdom about suffering, suffering in imagination or reality. Okay, which one do you choose? Okay, or you can take the lessons from this content. Share this content to anywhere so you can be more peaceful, and healthier in any condition. We will not suffer again in imagination or reality. Have a nice life, based on Islamic teachings. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing my YouTube channel, for growing my YouTube channel and Islamic community anywhere. Have a nice life. See you. Bye bye.